Another episode of With the Chiefs.
Wait. Man, I need more rest.
I hope I've got your last name right there.
It's a very good pronunciation.
You should know better than that now, Donald.
I know.
Testing.
Testing.
Test 1, 2.
1, 2, 2, 1, 2.
Episode 47. We're back.
We're back.
We just got flooded
Flooded.
from requests
Yeah.
to come back, you know.
Yeah.
The inbox is full.
Yeah, far out. It's
So we
good.
had to make a return. It's good to be back.
It is. I think that's 1 year of With the Chiefs.
Is it?
Yeah, over a year, I think. I think January last year was when we started.
Does it count as a year because we stopped and stuff like that?
I think it still does.
I don't know.
It's still been a year.
But not a year of making episodes.
Yeah, we've been making episodes.
I'm glad we came back in the same way we left.
Yeah.
Just clutching at nothing.
But how's the break, mate?
Mate, it was good. It was really good. Sorry, I'm a bit distracted because there's an open house at the moment and people are walking past, but we'll let that play out. The break was... When did the break start? I feel like I've only just started to get back into it. Just before Port Macquarie, I think. I took a little bit of...
Well, I think the last time we recorded was
When was
with
that?
Sota. That was like...
That was a while ago.
Yeah. Before the 5K on the track.
Yeah.
The turbo... what was it called? PB City.
PB City, where I didn't have a PB. So it wasn't a city of PBs for me.
Yeah. How did that one go, though?
Oh, that one was... oh, yeah, we've got to talk about that. Mate, this is going to be a long episode. If we're
Yeah, strap in for a massive Smitty recap.
Yeah, because I just started jotting down sessions and I was thinking, like, there is a lot of time here if
Yeah.
I'm not careful, because if it takes me a good 25 minutes to get through 1 week, we've
Yeah.
got, like, a month here.
Yeah, jeez.
So, but
I think everyone just settle in for a massive Smitty recap.
I'm going to work on the art of summarising.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I think at work they sort of hint that I need to just, get to the point sometimes.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm going to try it here on the podcast. So,
Yeah.
but
What are we
PB
talking
City.
about?
See, this is my problem. PB City was good. On to the next one.
I think you can go a little deeper than that. But that's good. Good practice.
Let me think. It was... What time was the race? 7 o'clock? No.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. So I went into the race with a bit of confidence based on the race before, which was the PB, 15:48. So I kind of was like, on the track, it's quicker. Same flawed mentality that I went into. Literally...
Every track race.
Every track race, but not only every track race. I ran... I can't remember if it was how long ago it was, but I ran 40 something at Rhodes, and then at ES Marks I tried to run a track race thinking I was going to be quicker.
Yeah.
Do you remember that race?
Yeah, I
don't
remember
you?
that.
Yeah, and I ran 17:15.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, fuck this bullshit running around.
Yeah,
Then
I hate tracks.
I hate tracks. I hate running around in circles.
Yeah.
All of that.
Yeah.
So I thought, got a lot more experience under my belt, so I'm not like that anymore. This will be different. This will actually be quicker. Let's go, 15:48 means on the track, call it 15:30.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
remember texting Sally and she's like, yeah, I mean, it's a big jump. And it was. So I'm really going away from the question. How was it, the actual race? Well, it was... I decided to just sort of go on feel. The GPS on the watch is always way off.
Yeah.
And I just started running, and I think about a K and a half in, I was like, this is already feeling really tough.
Yeah,
the exact opposit of
What you want to be feeling.
A, what you want to be feeling, and B, what it was like at
Rhodes.
Rhodes, where it
Right.
was 3Ks in, I was still feeling good.
Yeah.
Thanks Leo for keeping us all fresh. I don't know this I don't know how to describe that, but anyway. So yeah, it was just a struggle.
Yeah.
Just a struggle.
It seemed like it was a pretty windy day on the track as well.
Yeah, we can
Like,
claim that.
I
That's
don't think
important.
many people ran PBs actually,
No,
despite
but
it being
there was
PBC.
a standout from Ian actually.
Oh, Ian had a cracker.
Yeah, cracker. I think he was a little bit behind me, and then he sort of caught up, but he was just running hard
Yeah.
the whole time.
Yeah.
And then I can't remember exactly when he overtook me, but yeah, he was like putting every bit of heart and soul into that race.
Yeah.
And then kicked home. I think big PB for him as well.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was like
that
1604, 1605.
yeah.
And then I ran
Crazy.
1607 or something like that.
Yeah. Still pretty solid though. 1607.
Yeah, still solid, but just the effort felt like terrible. I was just not. I was sort of fighting myself a bit
Yeah.
mentally, and then once you start hurting, it's pretty hard to recover after that.
Yeah.
And then also, 5K racing is just grim.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just grim.
I was in the race as well.
Yeah, Dom, how did you go, mate? Tell me.
Well, yeah, after UTA, I took time off, and then I had the fall on the skateboard and like bruised my ribs and stuff, and had even more time off. So I hadn't
Mate,
been.
that was brutal. It was ballsy putting that on the Instagram, mate.
Yeah, I know.
Open ridicule.
Yeah, it was a good laugh. You got to laugh at yourself
It was-
sometimes.
yeah, you do. Yeah.
But yeah, I ran 3K in about 10 minutes, and then just hopped off the track. I was going backwards pretty hard.
Yep.
And pretty much the whole field had lapped me. So I was like, it had overtaken me. So I was like, okay, that's enough.
How do you pull yourself out mentally when that's happening? You don't.
Yeah. I think if I was like, had been running a bit more and was kind of like where I'm at now, I would have finished it off.
Yeah.
But then like I hadn't been running at all and was just like, this is not fun. I can't be bothered. And that was kind of my headspace for a while. Has been, this is not fun. I can't be bothered with running.
Yeah.
And I think I just let it go and kind of focused on other stuff.
Yeah.
For like 8 weeks or more.
Yes, as I was looking. So that was after the race, and then what did your training? We'll just jump around. It's all good. What did your training look like after that? Because
Yeah, after that, I was kind of like, okay, I think we talked about it even on the last podcast. Like, running just wasn't really a priority for me.
Yeah.
And then it's like the silly season at work and everything. So everything has to be done by the end of the year. And I just kind of got a bit carried away in work and everything. And because I wasn't fit, running's no fun, there was just no reason to get started again.
Yeah.
And yeah, it wasn't really until the Christmas break where I was like, could have a proper reset.
Yeah.
You got time to kind of do stuff that you want to do.
Yeah.
I had 2 weeks off, went up the coast and just surfed every day and tried to run every day.
Yeah.
And had 2 weeks of 60Ks in a row, which felt like the hardest thing I've ever done. I was like, literally just
Did
jogging.
it go that like it felt that after that short of a time, even doing, because obviously you weren't doing tame weeks before UTA.
Yeah, it felt like I'd pretty much just forgotten how to run, and like my fitness was back to zero. Like I was doing 1K reps in about 4 minutes. And
Seriously?
yeah, dead set. So yeah, sessions kind of stopped being fun, and jogging around became fun, which usually it's like the opposite. Like I kind of just want to do the sessions, and jogging around's boring as. But it's kind of been refreshing to have like a different take on running, and to have gone to zero and now start working up again, hit rock bottom sort of thing.
Rock bottom is 4 minute Ks. It's like anyway, continue.
Yeah. 4-minute K is like in a workout.
No, I get it.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah.
funny. I just love that term, rock bottom. It's probably universally used to describe many different situations.
Yeah.
Like someone going into rehab or.
Yeah, it's kind of like,
And Dom's like hitting a track repeat, like, oh, that was an 80-second lap. Oh, fuck.
but I don't know. Like,
I'm kidding.
I feel like it's easy to kind of get in that headspace of just beating yourself up. Like,
Yeah.
why am I not faster than this? Like, I should be doing these like 40 seconds faster or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, you kind of just have to take stock and say, okay, this is where I'm at. Just need to build from here.
Yeah.
And it's been kind of fun again. Like, I've started enjoying my running after like those 2 60K weeks. I kind of got back in the groove of it.
Yeah.
Went back to work and have been able to maintain that routine again, which I felt like I was in a bit of a rut previously. Work was a bit more stressful probably coming into the end of the year, but regardless, it's no excuse for not making time to do the things you want to do.
Yep.
And then, had like a couple of solid weeks since then, 115 Ks last week, and then probably on track for something similar this week.
Yeah, because it spiked up, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so good when I saw your Strava at 15K, like just fizzling out into the middle of nowhere. I was like, yeah, he's back at work. That's how I knew you were back from leave.
Yeah. I mean, like, that's been probably one of the key sessions, like running the commute.
Yeah.
It just forces you to run. Like, I drive to work in the morning and then run home that night. And then the next morning, like, you have to get to work again. So you got to get up and run.
You got no choice.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah, that's good.
I think that's been good to kind of get me out the door and get me started again.
Yeah. That's interesting you say you started enjoying the easy running a bit more. It's because of what you had to default back to.
Yeah.
Which normally I find there's a lot of joy in just the easy running that we sort of miss out on if we're too focused on the sessions.
Yeah, absolutely. And I feel like I've just been enjoying, like, running the commute's so fun. Like, it's good kind of enjoying the morning a bit more rather than sitting in your car and just getting pissed off. I think I've been an advocate for running the commute on this podcast a couple of times.
I think you have, yeah.
But it'd be good to kind of just do that once a week and try and get fit. It's like a little bit too far though at the moment. It's like, I don't know, 17 or 18 Ks.
It's pretty.
And
it's a commute.
Yeah. Previously, when we were like living in the east, it was only like 12 Ks, and that's like so much more manageable. But I don't know, good to get it done anyways. But yeah, other kind of key sessions were at Bluey's. There's this like pretty steep hill. It's like 600 meters or so, but you pretty much, like, if you're jogging it, you're doing well. It's like that steep. So just going up and down that, like, as many times as possible was really kind of fun to do. And like, there's no kind of pressure to hit times or anything, which I felt like I was a bit afraid of after having a couple of shocker sessions. Well, not shocker sessions, but just, I don't know, I had that expectation hanging over me of how good I'm meant to be at running.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, that was good. And then went down to Riverview and did a few sessions that I used to do like ages ago.
Cross country?
Yeah, cross country stuff, which is really good as well. But yeah, that's kind of been me, and then jumped into a few sessions with Smitty again.
Mate, it's been that's been good. I'll get to that. I've got to bore everyone else with my Port Macquarie stuff, and then I've got to get to. No, all right. Let me
you can finish off your update.
Well, what was I going to say? You put me on. You put me onto Turbo Race. It wasn't even on here. Literally wasn't you. Like that's now going to be the pre-log or whatever it is, whatever it's called. Okay. Port Macquarie. Went there with my parents actually, which is quite fun to just chill out with them. Port Macquarie's nice.
Mm.
Have you stayed there, or you just cross over from when you stay in Bluey's?
When I was at uni, they had the uni games up there for surfing.
Oh yeah,
which is
nice,
really good. Yeah. No,
okay.
Port Macquarie's awesome.
Yeah, it's good. It's very the city's sort of like small, but it still like feels busy enough. And
Yeah, there's enough going on.
there's enough going on that it's not like too quiet and not
Yeah.
doesn't feel too like
And it's got like all the facilities that you want, like a couple of ovals and
I wasn't
nice
looking out
like
for ovals, but
nice
yeah.
like footpaths and
It's got-
places you can run.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's got a foreshore running through the city that goes around to the beach and stuff like that. So on my easy runs, I was enjoying just pretty much like what you were saying. I wasn't really in the headspace to get fully back into the sessions and like G'ing up for them.
Yeah.
And I was sort of at a point where I was probably fighting running a little bit more than I should have been. Like, just like, I just want to chill out for a bit, you know?
Yeah.
I've been training hard for all this time. It's like creating all this false bullshit in my own head that doesn't need to be there. But, yeah, that was... But Port Macquarie itself was just so good. Just get up, go for a run, go for coffee,
Yeah.
just read a book. I'm actually scared about like how much I could probably do, how long I could do that for. It's always like,
I know.
could I do that for a year or would I get bored? Is the question.
Yeah. I think like you have to have some kind of like purpose.
I don't know.
But
reading the book,
to be
was
honest,
alright.
it was pretty good. Yeah.
you just like, you just do nothing.
Yeah.
Get used to it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Get used to it. But you know, phone bills got to get paid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually did a session with Chris from Delta. It was meant to be, I think it was either meant to be 3 by 15 minutes or 2 by 20. It was in the afternoon, first day I got there, and it was hot. It was like, I checked the thing, 25. Oh, it doesn't sound too bad, but in the sun, yeah. It's a lot.
It is, yeah.
It was good. I was not motivated. We did one rep, and then I feel kind of bad because like pulled the pin on this whole session. Just like, nah, all good. Chris, do you
hate
want to
that.
do?
Yeah.
Yeah, do you want? Because like, poor Chris has probably wanted to get his session done. Anyway, it was good though. It was good fun. It does make a difference having someone to training with you, but obviously not that much of a difference because I didn't finish the session. It's fine when you're in that head, like, because I was in holiday mode
Yeah.
and also like just I want to chill from the sessions. So yeah, anyway, and then but I did really enjoy just jogging around, especially around the beach with the water. You can hear the water. It's nice. Blue is a bit like that.
Yeah, a little bit.
Or you're not really jogging near the water, are you?
Nah, it's pretty like average for running, to be honest.
Okay. Okay.
You kind of have to do the same route every day. It's like about 5Ks of out and back. Or 10Ks maybe. You go 5Ks out, 5Ks back.
Port Macquarie's a bit different.
Yeah. And it's like, it's just the same thing on repeat.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I did the park run, Port Macquarie, 16:44. It was pretty crowded. Crowded because it gets really congested there's one path that goes along sort of the whole foreshore. But it was good. It was a good course. Then I'll just skip forward a few bits. And pretty much the whole time I was just, still in I want to chill out mode. Then came back here Tuesday. Let's go. Skip to the 10th of January. That week I had a session, like threshold session. We were doing 8 by 800 meters with a 2-minute float. So it's like a lot of work and stuff like that. And I didn't get it done. I was meant to go on the Tuesday to Delta and do it at Gore Hill. But ended up trying to do it in the afternoon and just pulled the pin.
Yeah.
Just pulled the pin on another session. I was like, and then that was when I text you.
Yeah, that's right.
Being off running. What? Yeah, I was like, oh God. I was like, mate, just don't know how much I want to do this.
Yeah. I felt like, I don't know.
I get into those mindsets where I'm like, I let my mind just go wild instead of just let it chill out.
I know.
I think it just needs to, like I was saying this morning, Dom, just take your hand off your mind a bit.
Yeah.
Just let it just
chill.
I remember then 2 days later, Dom, 2 days later, I was like loving running again
Yeah.
because I just let it relax. Don't read the text. Oh God.
It was only like a quick one. It said,
Okay.
I'm finding it a bit difficult to care about running fast recently. And then I just replied back, the trails are calling.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, no, then we teed up a session that Thursday, I think.
Teed up a session that Thursday. See, something I want to work on is when you get in that mindset, just let it be. Like, just don't try and... Like, that's when I start questioning, like, you know, why am I doing this? What am I doing? Because you let it just run wild, and then then you're making decisions from the disturbed mind, basically. You're just, like, it's disturbed, and then you're going to keep playing into it. Like, you're going to find answers
Yeah.
in something that's already upset.
Yeah.
So I think it's good to just, for me, in my experience, just to let it go and just you know, have a sleep. Don't play into it. That was Tuesday. Then Thursday we had the session. Loving it.
Yeah.
How good's running?
Yeah. Tallying me up.
Yeah, maybe that's why.
Yeah. You just needed someone to beat.
I'm getting in all of my one-ups,
Yeah.
so that when I start getting flogged again,
You just go, oh, I remember that time.
yeah, remember? ES Marks, that was a good session. I was really fit. Where were you, Doma? What was that one? 8 by
10 by 400.
10 by 400 off 60 seconds.
Yeah. We were running together the first 6.
6, yeah.
And then the last 4, I was going backwards, and
Yeah.
Smitty was beating me by about 10 seconds each rep.
That'll be a perfect clip that I'll save on my computer, and whenever I'm feeling depressed, I'll just play that.
But this week though, like 1 week later, I was feeling
1 week
a
later.
lot better.
Yeah.
Still probably lost the session.
Of course you did.
Didn't finish it. Had
You
to
pulled out of
pull
the last
in
rep. It was
rep.
such a good... Well, it was 5 by 800
Yeah.
off 90 seconds. 90 seconds was good. It was enough sort of a reset so you could push it.
Yeah.
Still push it on the reps. But they were good. They were like... You gave me a clear brief. Before I was like, Dom, what am I running these in? You're
Yeah.
like, mate, anywhere between... What was it? Anywhere between...
I think it said 225 to 230.
230, yep.
And then,
In the middle.
yeah, we
Like
were
a-
just knocking them off.
Knocking 'em off.
226, 228. All of them were like in that range.
It was great.
Yeah.
And Turbo claims that I was just sitting behind you the whole time, hiding from the wind, but I would say we shared the...
Yeah, no. I think it worked out pretty much 50-50, like
Yeah.
who was leading. So maybe
Yeah.
the session was a draw, actually.
I mean, I remember finishing the last 400. I don't remember you finishing the 400. I was saying to you before, okay, so we get to the last rep, Dom's hung in, then we go around first 400, and I just don't hear any more footsteps behind me. And I was waiting to be ambushed at the end. Like, I just thought I was going to hear your footsteps and you were just going to charge and like freaking, but no, Dom, just what happened?
Yeah, just didn't have it in me. I felt like, I just tapped out. And I think at the moment I don't have the confidence to kind of push through. I haven't been like training to kind of be used to kind of feeling
Yeah.
heavy. So yeah, at the moment I'm just tapping out easy when it gets hard.
Yeah.
But that's all right.
You came a long way in a week though.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I was like
That's solid.
pretty much on par with you for that session at least.
I'm certainly not the benchmark by any means. But
Yeah.
if you use the 2 sessions as a benchmark in
Yeah.
themselves, then yeah, big difference.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's funny. I don't know. I would say over the past year, didn't really get into too many negative. I don't know. Maybe I can't remember actually. But yeah, I think it is useful just to leave it be.
Yeah.
Like, you know, when you're not motivated, the energy levels are really low to go out and run.
Yeah.
But I think that energy levels for me just feeds off like me overthinking it a lot as well,
Yeah.
which is why I find it
Chill
just
out.
comes back. Like naturally comes back. But I don't know how it does that. But it seems to be useful not to try and push things too much.
Yeah.
Like, don't try and I just need to, just get out there and bloody, I don't feel like forcing my way through motivation really helps me anymore.
Yeah.
Well, at the moment, at least. That's what I've noticed, but I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you reckon, Dom?
Sometimes you do need to just get out the door, though.
Initially, maybe, yeah.
But once you're out the door, just forget that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do find that, with the easy running, a little bit. I guess that's just being tired. Part of being tired though in the morning. I don't know how much, but once you literally get out the door, drive over to Breakfast Point, then just easy running is just a lot of fun. One thing I've been trying to focus on as well is the easy runs, not trying to have any expectation around them at all.
Yeah.
So if the body's feeling like running, whatever the pace feels like, not try and speed up or anything. Just let the legs tick over. So even if it's 5:15, 5:30 pace, doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's what I kind of like about the commute is you've got a full day of work ahead of you. You kind of have to run it slow and make sure you're not exhausted by the time you get to work.
Yeah, it's interesting because I caught up with Sally and I asked her about easy running. I'm like, can I just take it as easy as possible? And she's like, yeah, you can't run too slow.
I got in trouble for running too slow once.
Did you? See, people have tell me.
I was running with a bunch of other people though, and trying to do run clubs and get a run club started up at uni.
Okay.
And we had people who were
this is a while ago.
Yeah, a long time ago. People who were running 7-minute Ks or struggling to get through.
Yeah, that's like me running with none.
And my coach at the time was like, "Oh, Dom, you're not getting any benefit from doing this. It's just a waste of your time." So maybe you can run too slow.
Or maybe 7 minute. I mean, if I was to clarify, I don't need to stay within 4 minute Ks and 4:45s, for example.
Yeah.
You can just, for me at the moment, you can just let your mind shut off, even 6 minute Ks, 5:30s, whatever it feels like. But if you're running 7 minute Ks, that's basically a shuffle.
Oh, I think it all depends on who you are though as well.
Yeah. If you're running, that's just for me. That's just for me where I'm at with my fitness.
Yeah.
But I think there's different schools of thought around easy running. Some people are very, very much need to I remember Jack Daniels' book prescribes to run in easy running should be between this sort of intensity, and probably it's a bit of a guide. It's not I don't know, but other people don't think you should run too slow. There's a lot of mixed.
I reckon, to be honest though, 7 minute Ks is probably the cutoff. Anything quicker than 7 minute Ks is still good.
Yeah. Okay.
For me.
Yeah. It's still if your heart rate's getting up a bit, but plus you even if you're running super slow and you've done a session, you're still benefiting from letting yourself recover.
Yeah,
as well.
Exactly.
If you go out and try and I remember I used to, before I was getting coached, worry about the easy running and be should be around 4:30s, and all this sort of thing.
Yeah,
and it's just not very useful.
No,
because also you don't want to venture on going into whatever zone 3 is, but too hard in that easy zone as well.
Yeah.
And obviously there's a bunch of different factors heart rate, heat and things that would impact and, the session before. Yeah. So it's a good metric. Just let the legs do what they want to do on the easy days.
Yeah. Get out the door pretty much.
Just get out the door. And then I enjoy the easy run so much more when I don't have to worry about
pace.
You're just chilling, looking at the
you can just
tree,
take it in. Yeah.
Looking at the light.
How good is it being in Sydney?
How good? Breakfast Point.
Breakfast Point, are you kidding me?
We drive down.
World class.
There's there's the foreshore.
Yeah.
And it's just what the hell? This is amazing.
Yeah.
But we don't allow ourselves that sometimes. We're just it has to be 4:30 pace.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's what do you mean?
feel like that's what I love about like Centennial Park. Like
Yes.
whenever I go there, you kind of like forced to kind of just enjoy it, which is awesome.
Yeah. How
Yeah.
good's Centennial Park?
Yeah.
That
far
leads us on to today.
out. Yeah.
We were at Centennial Park. Doing a bit of hills, Dom.
Yeah.
Lock Avenue. First
Bit of
time.
hills, yeah.
Sally was very keen for me to get out on the hills. Every hill suggestion in the program, I'm just being like pretended like I can't see it. Like, oh no, I'm sorry, I'm out. Like Wildflower Park run.
Oh yeah, jeez.
I should have run that. Sorry, Sally. Sorry. But it was good. I enjoyed it. It's 650 meter hill. Rough. Yeah, it was about that. So you can sort of, would you say, how close to that is Sunrun? Do you reckon that hill? I think it's similar, or the Sunrun's steeper. The
think
hill in Sunrun's a bit steeper.
Maybe it stayed a bit longer.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but not too much longer, probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was good. So just, it really does. Hills slow you down.
Yeah.
Um.
But what was the session? It was what?
Yeah. So it was two. It was overall a tempo. It was two of the hills up Lock Avenue and then down. So ride the downhill to practice that for Sunrun, basically. So it was two of those, and then one lap around the white fence, and then another two.
Yeah.
Pretty
and all
solid.
just like continuous.
Continuous, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Which is good.
Yeah.
How'd you find the session, Dom?
I struggled. I think like that the shorter stuff on the track I'm pretty good at, and I think like I've got just a good history of speed and stuff, so
Yeah.
that's come back pretty quick. But the longer stuff I'm still battling with. I held on for probably half of the session, and then Smitty just got away from me. But that's fine. I'm happy to accept that's where I'm at.
That's fine. Dom, you just don't hold it against me if I laugh, because I just know I'm going to cop it when the fitness comes back.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll be bringing that one up again.
Yeah, yeah.
And then what's in the future? So you said you got
Sunrun, state 5K. I was a bit like, oh, I'm sick of 5K, but I'm going to run it. It'll be good.
Yeah.
It'll be good. See where I end up. And then maybe do Canberra half.
Oh yeah.
And then maybe do, well, no, not maybe. I reckon the focus in the immediate focus or a race will be
Gold Coast
half, yeah, and then Berlin.
And then Berlin.
Yeah,
Yeah, far
cool.
out.
Big year running. There's lots
Yeah.
to look forward to.
Absolutely.
Yeah. What about you, Dom?
I think I might follow a similar pattern.
We doing Canberra together?
Nah, I'm going to do...
Oh, you're doing 6 foot. I keep forgetting.
Yeah.
I literally keep forgetting. Anyway.
Nah, but I'm pretty keen to get a few up on Smitty again.
Yep. How good's training together, by the way?
Yeah, loving it.
Good. Dom's like, I can't tell if it's good because you're beating me or... No, it's so good.
Yeah, no, it is good fun.
It's just so much fun. It reminds me of the first marathon when we trained together.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a lot of fun.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm going to do Sunrun as well.
Yep, big.
5K state champs as well.
Big. Who
Hopefully
you racing with?
with Delta.
Oh, you're racing with Delta?
Yeah, I'm already signed up.
I didn't know that. Nice.
Yeah. I had a few races. I did the 10K champs and
Oh, yeah.
I think I did a couple of 5Ks as well earlier
Okay,
in the last
nice.
year. Yeah.
Nice.
And then I'll do 6 foot
Yep,
and then Lavarito 50K.
that's right.
And
Mate,
then-
more ultras.
Yeah. And then Berlin
It's going to be good.
and maybe some more races in there. Who knows?
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you're oh yeah, I think that's the other thing I was going to say. Delta sessions, I'm going to be doing them with the group
Yeah.
for up until I think about reevaluate after Gold Coast. Yeah, it's just a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Like the big group sessions. Because what I used to do is, which is good, because I had really specific workouts before, and they got me super fit. And then I think towards the break, I jumped into a few Delta sessions, like with the actual group, because
Yeah.
before I was going a little bit earlier, and on my own. And it was okay, but it's just like, it's hard. It's nothing like training with a big group, because there's always someone you're working with.
Yeah.
And like, it's kind of like people are behind you. You've obviously got Alex Shaw
Yeah. Geez.
on his own up the front, but now he's got actually Hopper. Hopper's been jumping into some workouts, so they've been working out together,
sick,
which is good. You've also got Sota. Sota was like hanging on to Alex as well. And then, working nicely with Tobias, or Tobias as mum calls him. Did I not tell you that?
No.
Tobias with a D, apparently. So that's his new name. Mum will kill me for saying that, but yeah. What do you reckon about group sessions? I've noticed that they're just like, there's a certain energy that pulls you forward.
Yeah, definitely.
That is really fun.
Yeah, I feel like everyone kind of like naturally is kind of like in a good mood and wants to feel positive about the session. So even if like you are feeling a bit down or whatever, you just get pulled along with it.
Yeah.
Which is pretty good. And it's good to kind of, like have someone else to push you. Like if you start feeling tired or whatever, you know, okay, I just got to stick with this guy for as long as possible. Whereas like on your own, you can just give in a bit easier.
Yeah.
It's like, there's no harm if I just stop here. Or
it's it's much more difficult to pull out of a session.
Yeah.
Because you imagine like you're running around Gore Hill and you're like, nah, I'm done with this. And you just walk off in the middle and it's like, everyone's like, get back in.
Yeah.
And there's just a good spirit about it. A really good spirit about it. Something you just feels easy. It feels easier running. Well, sometimes it still feels like very tough, but it's just a different vibe.
Yeah.
Which I love.
I think I know everyone has like their off days or whatever though, but if you can just get the session done, you're probably going to keep on improving and be better for it. Yeah.
And everyone's very supportive as well. If you're just feeling down and stuff like that.
Yeah. But
what else?
6 foot. That's going to be like my goal kind of race.
Yep.
I was looking at the field though, and it looks like it's just stacked.
Is it?
There's like 10 guys who are sub 2:30 marathoners. I think if I can go like top 20, I'll be happy.
You'll come fourth or fifth.
Yeah, but like there's a guy, Joseph McGrath, who is like just behind me at UTA 100.
Yep.
And then the guy, Mike Carroll, who is like, I think just ahead of me. He's going to be there as well. Then a guy, Aidan Hobbs, who's a 2:20 marathoner. Guy, Paddy Stowe, 2:19 marathoner.
Paddy Stowe's, I can't remember if he was the one in Albury. No.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, because Josh Large told me about him.
Yeah.
Add him on Strava. He's apparently a weapon.
Yeah. Well, he's going to... Well, this is based off the list last year, so I've assumed like they're running again this year. But Ronnie Sparks, he came second at UTA 50 to Benny Saint, and then he came second at Cosy 100. He's on the list. Gerald McPherson, I think there's like Gerald and Keith. I'm not sure. They're both gun runners, but one of them ran when I was in Dubbo. He ran like solo off the front, sub 2:30. And then who else we got? James Nipris, who he's like multiple Australian steeplechase champion. He
right, I've heard the name. I think you mentioned him before.
Yeah, he got the win in Orange in the half marathon.
Oh yeah, yep.
Or maybe that was Dubbo. I think that was Dubbo as well.
No, because you won in Orange.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
that's right.
Can't forget that, Dom.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me.
Yeah, that's all right, mate.
James Nipris, he's gun, like Australian representative. And then Ash Hoffman, who's like another gun, 2:27 marathoner. Luke Babbage, 2:27 marathoner. Like, I'm sure I'm leaving people off the list as well. It's just like...
Are you looking at... Is it telling you 2:27 marathoner? Or do you know this?
I did my own research. Yeah.
I'm literally like, Dom, I'm the worst. Do I even run? Because I don't know what you're talking about. How do you know all these people?
Oh, no, like the names I've heard of before. But I'm sure there's like other people who I haven't heard of as well. Who are going to be freaks, but...
It's a big lineup, Dom.
Yeah, it's like, geez. Like, I thought I'd be a chance at placing, but not anymore.
Dom,
But you never
know, mate.
Yeah,
You never
with
know.
like trail races and marathons, it's like anything can
Your
happen.
fitness
So
is percolating.
yeah,
It's gonna come back,
yeah,
and then you're gonna have a full block of training as well.
yeah. I feel like
So-
I don't know if there's enough time though, to be honest, to hit my peak. So I think Lavarito will be the
The fitness.
A race. Like
Yeah. Okay. So what's the plan? What's the plan training wise then?
Training wise, just kind of keep building mileage. I think the sessions will need to start getting a bit longer,
Yeah.
but it's been good to kind of just get dip my toes back into kind of running fast again and get used to feeling the feel of sessions. And like I feel like I'd forgotten how to run. I think I said that before. Like,
Yeah.
So it's been good to kind of learn what this pace feels like, what that pace feels like, what my limits are at the moment, and where I should be pushing them.
Yeah.
And then, because I feel like marathon training, you kind of have to have that kind of idea of like, what your capabilities are before you start just flogging like
Big
I don't know,
sessions.
yeah, like
Long
5K reps or whatever. And
True.
Pretty much every big marathon block I've done off the back of 5K training.
Yeah.
So like to get that kind of strength back in my legs and speed and stuff before just burning it out with all the longer sessions.
How did you feel on the track? Like your form and stuff like that looks great.
Thanks, mate.
You look like you were, especially on the 800s. You just look like you're in a good place. I don't know. How did it feel on the track?
Felt good. That day I just felt like I was on.
You said before in the warm up, you're like, Smitty, feeling good.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh.
It's funny with running though. Like you just have those days, like it's like 1 in 10 days where you just feel
Fantastic.
yeah. And that was one of those days.
Yeah.
But even though I didn't finish the session.
But, I mean, fitness is right there. That's the thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
No, that was good confidence.
do you
boost.
remember 800s, like when you were super in 5K, 10K shape?
Mm.
Do you know what you were doing 800s at? Or did you not do 800s?
Not
much?
really. I don't think I did too many 800s.
Probably did 400s and 200s. And,
Yeah, I did like K reps.
Yep.
Yeah, and could do K reps like, I don't know, 310, sub 310.
Yep.
Um,
Okay.
Yeah, but I feel like, to be honest, like that stuff, whether you're a couple of seconds like too slow, doesn't really matter that much. You still get the same benefit.
Yep. Yep.
So yeah, I don't know. I feel like the last couple of years I've kind of kept my training a bit tamer and haven't gone like balls to the wall kind of in any session really.
Which is probably a good sustainable way to do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You could certainly overdo the sessions.
Oh, in saying that though, there's been like a few like 400 repeats where I've just smashed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's lactic zone, mate.
Yeah.
Lactic.
Mm.
I hate the lactic.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I talked about it in the past. Can't remember. Oh, when we were doing 400s with 3-minute rest.
Mm.
But I much preferred the 400s of 60 seconds
Yeah.
at like a 5K or a bit quicker, maybe 3K pace.
Yeah, definitely.
Because you're not like, there's not enough time to like get into lactic.
Mm.
You're not going fast enough. But when because what we were doing, 72, 73s
Mm.
versus like when you're doing, it's like 66,
Yeah.
67 is the first one. And then I just go backwards. Because once the lactic builds,
Yeah.
I can't clear it. It's
Yeah,
like
you just
my
start,
legs
like,
are jelly.
Falling apart. Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Yep. That's all I
Yeah.
have to say about that.
Yeah.
What do you reckon, Don? Do we answer that question? Just in case we haven't answered it?
Oh yeah.
For
I think we've done it before, but we'll do it again. We had
I don't remember doing it.
someone emailed in.
Oh yeah, maybe we did.
I don't know. We can do it again.
We'll do it again. All right, see what we come up with.
Yeah.
So we got an email. Oh yeah, I actually do remember. Actually, I don't remember what I said, so we'll try and come up with something on the fly.
Yeah.
Love to hear you boys talk through a run you had where you had a setback during a race and how you pushed through.
Who Who was that from?
That was from our good friend Scott McEwen. Thank you for sending us an email. Hope you're doing very well, my friend. All right, Dom. What do you reckon? Setback. What's a setback during a race? What do we classify as a setback?
I think like your Melbourne Marathon one. Did we talk about that last time?
Oh, I can't remember.
Like the first one you did.
Talk about it.
Or even the second one you did. Like.
Yeah. First one, setback in the sense of screwed up guts.
Yeah.
But I didn't actually push through. The fact that there was no porta potties around pushed me through because I had no choice.
So kind of like a little bit of a just environmental stimulus. Like you had to
do it.
Deal with it, mate.
Yeah, that actually, that's a good one. I'll say, yeah, first marathon, Melbourne Marathon, took gels that didn't agree with my stomach. And it, really upset. Needed to go to the bathroom and also had too much fluids as well. So I needed to, in more ways than one, go to the bathroom, let's say. And that was about like 10 Ks in.
Yeah.
And I was, first marathon, so I was in no man's land in terms of running a marathon. And I was like busting to go to the bathroom. So I was like, just push through for a good 10K. And then towards the end, I was like, nah, need to. For some reason, I kept the pace pretty well. Yeah. But always in the back of my mind and my body is just like, oh, it's just terrible. Like it was because then towards the end you had the pain of the marathon, layered on top of the pain of needing to go to the bathroom, and then layer in the middle your mind, which is just a mess of fear and anxiety, just being like, and then
it's just layer on layer on layer.
It's just. I was like, the only time, just soiling yourselves. It's definitely not an option, but it could have been an option.
Yeah.
If I had no choice, what am I going to do?
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, that's the layer of the anxiety on top as well.
Yeah.
And then just no porta potty. I was looking, nothing, and then just got through to the end.
Yeah.
There's no strategy, nothing, just no option.
Yeah.
That was my strategy.
No option.
No option.
I guess you kind of apply that like in the future. If something happens, you can just say, no, like that's not an option.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Well, you can lean on that a bit, that, you thought you were desperate and you needed to like 100% and your mind's going, Yeah, and you didn't need to.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, so that's good. What about you, Dom?
The 12 hour that I did, it was like a bit out of my comfort zone. Like I'd never done
a bit out.
The longest run I'd done going into it was like 50 Ks.
Yeah.
So I knew I was going to be, in for a bit of a ride. And I went out quick. The first like marathon was I think 2:55 or something.
That's right. I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think I got to like 70 Ks and was like really struggling. Like, and then, I think knowing that like, okay, this is the 12 hour, it's something completely foreign. Like, I just need to take it as it is, accept what I'm going through, kind of helped. And then I also like put in some music, because like the first 70 Ks I just ran without music.
Goggin style.
Yeah. But then like the music like just really got me like amped up.
Really?
Yeah. And
love
like
that.
Probably, I don't know, half an hour later I was like doing a mini session on the track. Doing
70 Ks, how far, how many hours in are you?
I can't remember. It was like 6 hours, 7 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would have been probably like 6 hours. But yeah, I was like just running like 200 like hard and then float 200 and like I was just ready to go.
What was the music that G'd you up? Was it a bit of Back in Black?
It was actually just like Rufus. Like it's not even like a G up song. Like
you were probably like,
and I was just like, yes, like let's go.
Maybe it was a bit of delirium coming in.
I think so, but like I think I just needed something to take my mind off it. And yeah, I just felt like really like, this is sick. Like, let's go. Yeah, which is really cool. And yeah, that was an interesting way to kind of get past that real low point.
Yeah.
And then from then on, I kind of just was able to refocus and just get the job done. Like it got hard again, but I was like, just had it in my mind, okay, like let's just get after this and have a good crack.
That's quality.
Yeah.
I didn't know you switched over to the music.
Yeah.
I just imagine you dun. You're like still running and then dun. The music out loud, like on the course, makes a difference.
Yeah, you reckon?
When I don't know.
I don't really like it, like in a 5K or whatever.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
I remember Canberra half, the second one I did.
Yeah.
There was like all the drums and like they were playing and it was like big noise when you went past.
Oh,
It
yeah,
just
yeah.
gives
No,
you
I
a
like
lift.
that. Like in a
Gives you
road
lift.
race. Yeah.
In a road race and City to Surf, for example.
Oh, CSF's cool, yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, you're right. The music's good. Music's very
Music's
good.
good,
Yeah.
yeah.
I like it on my easy runs. Just chill out.
Yeah, definitely.
But also, I don't know. Sessions, I like to just because sessions. I mean, you're not out on the track for 7 hours, so it's all good. Sessions are good with just no music, like getting in the zone. But sometimes it's all right.
Yeah.
So it depends.
alright.
Depends how you're feeling.
Yeah, definitely.
All
Alrighty.
right, reckon call it.
Yeah, I reckon that's a
It's a good
solid episode.
back. We just
Yeah.
got people off our back now.
Yeah. Bit of a waffly one, but
What do you mean?
some good insight in there.
Good insight.
Oh, it's just a
Dom.
bit all over the place. Like, yeah, but I would give it a solid
4.5 out of 10.
yeah, 4.5 out of 10.
4.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
All right. Well, guys, you asked for it.
But big year ahead
Big
with the
red
Chiefs.
With the Chiefs, Berlin, bloody racing. Racing.
All right,
All right.
stay strong.
And stay fast. All right.
We'll see you next time.